Titanic is also a story about the Chinese. There were 8 Chinese on the Titanic and 6 of them survived. One of them was pulled out of the sea and was probably the last person to be rescued. From the Titanic, however, there has been no news whatsoever about the Titanic except for the Chinese. Titanic was a British royal liner and at the time of her service was the largest ship at sea in the world, built by the Holland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast and known as the ship that would never sink, designed for the highest levels of comfort and luxury. Titanic's first-class cabins feature a gymnasium, swimming pool, reception rooms, fine dining and luxurious staterooms, a high-powered wireless telegraph machine is also on board to provide passengers with telegraph transmissions from the Marconi Wireless Telegraph Company, as well as Titanic's voyage communications. The passenger facilities on board the Titanic are designed to cater for the highest standards of luxury accommodation, according to the Master Arrangement Plan. It can accommodate 833 first-class passengers, 614 in second class, and 1,006 in third class. They had previously been sailors and boarded as third-class passengers. Single third-class male passengers, who were in the bow of the boat, were likely to be the first to feel the shock when it hit the iceberg, because the coal strike in England had grounded all European ships. Their employer, the Donald Steamship Company, wanted to send them to work on the Oneida, the North American route. The only way to get to North America was on the Titanic. The aged Ollie Lam, Fang Lang, Lan Lang, Jiang Fu, Chang Chip, Ling He, Li Bing and Li Ying, Li Ling and Lan Lam tragically died. 4 people were rescued in lifeboat sea. The port side of the Titanic was restricted to women and children, and the starboard side was given priority only to women and children. Though not robbing anyone else of a chance to live, lifeboat C was not full. One person was rescued by returning lifeboat No. 14. Lying on a door panel waiting for help, one person is unknown. Titanic survivors are rescued by the Carpathia, heading to New York to disembark. The New York Times said 2,000 people were waiting on shore, but the 6 Chinese passengers were unable to disembark. They spent another night in a rescue ship and were taken the next day to Pier 9, bound for Cuba. At that time, the United States was implementing the Chinese exclusion program. They had no choice but to leave the United States again. They arrived in New York and began work on the Anita 24 hours later, and was never mentioned again.